All right, I'm Nick. Today we're going to spend a few minutes. We're going to shoot the XD Mod 3 a bit more. We're going to talk about the price point, okay? A lot of people are like, well, how could they sell for $325? And the reality of that is it doesn't cost much to produce a gun, period. Injection molded, milling, they have the machines, they have the material, the material's bought in bulk. It doesn't cost that much money to produce this pistol, okay? They are professional manufacturers. What costs money is sending out free samples to influencers, marketing, advertisements in all your favorite magazines or online places, marketing in YouTube videos. That stuff costs money. That stuff drives the price of guns up. Now, as consumers look at it different than businesses. It's all about profit margin. I'm not being mean, but the average consumer has no idea. They have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what dictates the price. And I'm not going to go too in depth in it because you don't care. But the gun costs $325 because they put it in a cardboard box. They didn't give you anything fancy like a cleaning kit with it. They lowered their overhead as much as possible to provide a budget-friendly pistol because they could do that. Now, you can go out, you only get one magazine, but you can buy this magazine for $21 right now. That's pretty awesome, okay? Some people will say, well, it's cheaper because it's made in Croatia. No, that's not it either, okay? They got to import the gun. That stuff still costs money. I could go into a lot of details about it. It's cheaper because it came in a cardboard box. They didn't advertise it hardcore. They didn't give them away to everybody. And they provided it for the end user, which is me and you, to buy pistols, okay? So I'm not going to ramble about it too much. If you want to hear me ramble about it, I can go into detail sometime. But we're 100 rounds in. We haven't had any malfunctions. This is going to be just as reliable as a $1,000 pistol. They just didn't give a bunch of them away. They didn't raise their overhead and need more money. A lot of people talked and commented about, well, I don't like the height over bore. That's been this right here, that little half-inch gap has been the standard height over bore for, I don't know, since we'll go back to Glock because they've been doing it forever. There's no issue with that height over bore. You're griping about silly nonsense that doesn't actually matter, and you're just finding a reason to point out flaws in the system. There's nothing wrong with this $300 gun. Honestly, it's very comparable to a Glock 19. There's really nothing different about it. The trigger, I'd say the trigger is actually better than a Glock 19, especially out of the box. It comes with an optics ready system where you need an optics plate to buy that, but that's $25. But what you're not considering is not everybody wants a red dot. And people who do are willing to spend another $25 on a plate so everything mounts right. I still think this is going to end up being a great system at a great price point for a ton of people. And I think that we're just going to run a set of videos where I ramble. We're just going to keep running ammo through it and see how many rounds it takes before it has a failure. I think it'll go well past 500 without cleaning it before you ever see a problem. It does take a little bit getting used to that trigger, just like we've talked about in the past. Anytime you shoot a different pistol, pick up a different pistol, the trigger takes a little bit getting used to. But I have no doubt in this statement, if I shoot this gun and I don't shoot any other guns, and I only shoot this gun for the next 500 rounds or so, there's going to be zero issues. My finger is going to be perfectly in tune with that trigger. We're going to be able to go run any kind of drill we want to run without any kind of issues. The gun's going to perform flawlessly, okay? So let's do that. We'll just set it up. We'll fast forward through this. This video will put another 100 rounds through it. And then I'll make a few other videos this week or the coming days. And we'll get to 500. And I'm willing to bet right here on camera that we have zero malfunctions, zero issues. Let's go. Let's fast forward through reloading these. We're just gonna load 15 at a time, just so the numbers are easy to work with. Still no malfunctions. You guys go down to the comments section. Put your bets in there. See if we haven't put your number in there. When's there going to be a malfunction, okay? I don't think we're going to have one. I think we'll get well past 500 before it even considers having a malfunction. More and more rounds by the minute. Remember, I lubed it after 100 rounds. I took it apart, I put a little bit of lube on anything that was shiny. Not anything special, just a little bit of lube. No malfunctions. Before that, I have not cleaned the gun, and I do not intend to clean the gun. I took it out of the box. I shot 100 rounds through it. No issues. Then, I took it apart for a video. Prior to that, or during that video, I put a few drops of lube on there. No issues. I busted that tree that time. Obviously, I'm kind of behind that metal target to me over there anyways. I've been shooting around that tree. I shot it pretty square that time. Look, when I first get pistols, my goal is to not just put the, vice grip of death on there. My goal is to see how the gun responds, how the gun tracks, and then slowly, gradually add more pressure as we shoot it. But this is the last 10 rounds to get to 200. The gun is shooting great, okay? I think I'll just continue this video series with this pistol because I find it hilarious that people think they need to spend large amounts of money on guns. Now, I can't say anything because I own a lot of really expensive or overly priced pistols. But nothing wrong with this pistol, okay? So we'll go 200. Here, we'll shoot it right-handed. That way I can, limp wrist it. Means my lunch is done. Gotta wrap it up. 200 rounds in, no malfunctions. Tomorrow or the next day, I'll shoot another 100 rounds to it and just see what happens, all right? Thanks for watching.